Okay, I think the very first thing that I should probably teach you is, excuse me again. Um, a lot of people know the 8 heads high. So the average human figure is supposed to be about 8 heads high. So instead of 8 heads high, because 8 heads high is fine unless you're trying to move the figure. So let's just make a simple little stick figure over here. Well, this is fine. Draw some hands right there. This is okay. I'm just going to draw some legs really quick because I want to illustrate a point here. This is not going to be perfect. That right there is about 8 heads high, which is okay, unless you are trying to draw this character in an action pose. So let's say you're drawing this Spiderman kind of a character or whatever, and you're drawing a character and he's, I don't know, for whatever reason, the legs are bent. Well, how does that translate to 8 heads high? How does this right here, how do you know if that's 8 heads high? So right now, what I'm going to say is the way that I want to teach you is to go, right now, go 4 heads high. And the quickest way to do that is I'm going to take this. So let's erase this head over here. Right about half. That's about half. And then we're going to divide that in half again. And then we're going to divide this bottom part in half. Now I am so far up on this screen, I could be totally wrong on this. So we got the head right here. All right. And what we have down here is the crotch area. Right here. That's the top of the head. Now I want to divide this little head right here in half because that is where your eye line should be. And I'm going to go into more depth with this, of course. But right here is where your chest is going to hit. And this is going to be your belly button right here. All right? So let's do it like this. So this little distance right here is very interesting because if you take it about half and then move it up a little bit, it's about where your collarbone is. So now you got your first head, you got your second head. This right here, if you take this little part, this dip right here where the collarbone goes, and make kind of a 45-degree angle. Right here is where the nipples are. And so that's going to be your chest. Okay. Now, from the belly button, if you want to drive this through as a straight V, then right here, this line right here is going to go across, of course. And right here, just underneath that line, you're going to make a little mark here to signify where the shoulders should be. So we can take this, we can bring this all the way down. These are your trapezius muscles right here. Now, in between this spot, right here, let me darken that up. This big arrow that I'm pointing to right here. Right here in between the shoulder, you're going to make another little mark. And that's where your shoulder is actually going to attach. And for right now, let's just kind of put it just a little bit above where the nipples are. And do the same thing on the other side. And it's coming in over at an angle, kind of swoop down. So the side of the shoulder, and I'm getting a little bit ahead here, but I want to give you a general idea of where this is going. So there you go. So you can bring this down here. All of a sudden, congratulations, you've made a chest. Now, this being the belly button right here, and I think I drew this torso really, really long, but that's okay because we're going to fix it. So let's make a circle right here. And inside of that circle, we want to make like a little bowl shape. Because, and up in this area right here, this is where your chest cavity is. And yeah, I think I made this too long. And by the way, I don't mind showing anybody the fact that, okay, let me stop right here. As you can see, this is an egg shape right here. And so this is where your rib cage is. So I think I made this a little bit too long, but I'm going to roll with it anyway. So we're going to bring this line down here. Yeah, this is too long. But I'm going to fix it. Watch this. This should have been up a little bit closer to here, so I could tell that my measurement was off. So let's fix this right now. And so just imagine we only have to fix 4 heads. We don't have to fix 8 heads. So let's move the belly button up a little bit. And let's make this more of a circle. There should be a little bit of a space between here, but I'm not really going to get hung up on that right now. The point is that you get that you can, as an artist, you want to measure things out. But when things go wrong, it's all about problem solving. And a lot of anatomy is about problem solving. So the reason why I also made this course is because I have not been drawing in about 2 years. I've been sketching a few things here and there, but since I write now, I don't draw nearly as much as I need to, because now as I'm doing novels, etc., or I'm writing novellas, I find myself still drawing out my characters. So you see, you fix this right here. So what I did was move this up a little bit. And right here, you can see the relationship with a larger oval and a smaller oval. And so just to show you kind of where this is going, because I really want you to get these measurements out. All right. So let's say that we're going to take this, make this into an oval. It should be an oval, not a circle. Make this an oval just a little bit down, not much. And this bottom part is in fact going to be a circle. So what I can tell you about this bottom part right here is that you want to divide it in half, but this is a 3D form. So what you want to do is divide it in half, but you want to give it a look like it's a bowl. And you'll have to forgive me because I'm a lot better on actual paper than I am on my Wacom tablet. So yeah, anyway, this is in half, and what you want to do is, of course, divide this in half. And right about here should be your belly button. And the other thing I can show you that helps out, right about in the center, that's going to be your chest line when you draw your circle. Because if you're drawing this oval in perspective, and this goes right along with the concept of you drawing a bean. When you're drawing this is the direction that you're headed in. This right here is going to be your belly button. And if you just take this little part right here, this is going to be your chest. I realize that probably looks like something else right now, but hey. And so you put the head on top. And so that's kind of it's the same concept as drawing a bean. And so you still can just draw a V straight up, or not a V straight up, but if you draw that, it's about a 45-degree angle. And you draw a line straight across. When they connect, right underneath here, make a tiny little circle, because that's about where your shoulder's going to be. It might be in a little bit or out. Don't worry too much about that. So we know that from the chest to right here is about a head length. So we want to do the same measurement up here. Well, this looks a little bit off. So I'm just going to move it up slightly. And that way Probably raise that up. So you see right now what I'm doing is problem solving. And so this is kind of my little intro. These are the trapezius muscles, are representative of that. And so we have the chest, which is right here. Still going to draw skeleton. And there you have, this is the first part of drawing anatomy, or at least the way I'm going to teach it.